look forward to teaching Plantation to White House as a chance to teach a thematic class that links past and present. The election of President Barack Obama and the presence of Michelle Obama and the two children in the White House is an important part of our story. We will be incorporating not only the political and electoral history of the Obama family, but, thinking about their own larger histories. They incorporate these different elements of Black identity. You have Michelle, who's African American, whose history stretches back to our history of slavery and emancipation. And then you have Barack Obama, who's mixed race, transnational, linking that from Plantation to White House. So linking the slave experience to the ascendants, not only getting the right to vote, but actually becoming head of the executive. I'm going to do the first lecture on slavery and race. And I was thinking about the Republican Congress having started opening the session with the reading of the Constitution, having expunged the language of the Three-Fifths Clause.
When our students see that reading of the Constitution, I want them to know that there once was a Three-Fifths Compromise. I want them to have the kind of sensitivity about race and about America's past to know, well, there's something being left out here. I want them to be able to question not only what happened to the Three-Fifths Compromise that wasn't read, but why? And that, I think, then opens the door to all other kinds of questions about history and how it is informing the present, and also why certain groups of people want to revise history to make it fit with their idea of the way things ought to be. When we look at citizenship and Obama and as president of the United States, we do want to go back and see things like the Dred Scott decision where African Americans are defined as non-citizens. We want to go back to the 15th Amendment when Black people first got the right to vote. We want to go back to disfranchisement when the vote was taken away.
We'll also be doing a lot of work with images, which are so important to talking about presidential election, popular culture. So talking about how different popular images have been used to bring a new depth and resonance to how people think about contemporary events. I think we'll also use this as an opportunity to talk about how multiple vectors of identity intersect with being Black, and then political questions about what it means to be Black.
Who is Black in America? I mean, that question has changed.
The way race is understood in 1832 may be different than how race is understood in 1857 or 1965, and yet it remains continuously important in shaping the major political moments in the history and also cultural history. By starting in the 17th century and extending all the way into 2011. It gives us a chance to talk about who is Black has changed over time.
We are asking big questions, and we're expecting our students to think very broadly.
It's asking students to inhabit another time period and another consciousness from their own, and in doing that, understand themselves better. One thing that's really, I think, exciting about our signature class is that it's linked into the Rutgers Center for Historical Analysis, and it grew out of a collaboration between Deborah and I. We came up with the concept of narratives of power as a way to talk about what happens when populations that have historically been marginalized move to the centers of power. And we were thinking of state power, but also cultural, social, and so on. So in a way, Plantation to White House was actually the seed that helped spawn the RCHA theme. We'll be having 3 lectures over the course of the semester that the undergraduates can attend. So we actually have the synergy between faculty research and undergraduate pedagogy. This will be my first time team teaching a class, so I'm looking forward to it.
They get in the course of one semester 2 different professors who sometimes approach issues the same way and sometimes don't.
Team teaching is about being complementary. We're both African American historians, but bring to it our own perspectives.
I'm looking at what it means for Americans to enter the 21st century with totally different ideas about work, about sexuality, and about gender roles, particularly with African Americans. And I actually think that it's really quite a signature moment to have someone like Obama be representing not just Black people, but the whole nation.
an important element in that is thinking about how the past and the present are interrelated with one another. So getting them to think about how the history of the United States and the history of race, history of African Americans and peoples of African descent, how it informs the present day debates